shut it down here quick. Let's stop our log. Okay, everything should be all good. And let's go in here and play back our log. Now, I was watching the closed loop correction during the pull. It was perfect. Air fuel looked dead on, so the VE table shouldn't have to be adjusted here. Let's go ahead to our playback option, and let's look at our low cam blend pool. Yeah, as you can see here, looking at that closed loop correction, it was only correcting a tiny bit here around 3,200, but otherwise it was pretty much dead on. Air fuel looks perfect. Let's just look real quick at our variable valve control and make sure it was doing what we were asking. So we can see here, as we're panning across, I'm looking at actual and position. So that's telling me what it's doing is the target following the position. And as we're going up here in our log, let's go up here and pan up. Now it looks like my laptop is getting a little bit slow. I apologize here. So it's tracing and trailing what the cam angle is doing here. That looks like it's doing exactly what we're asking. So it looks good. It's following along what we're programming here. So variable valve timing doesn't need to be updated. The PID gains looked all good. Yeah, it looks like we're all good right there. So the fueling looks good. The variable valve timing looks good. Let's take a look at our dyno graph and do a comparison to see if we've gained the broadest torque band possible. And then we can move on to looking at setting up our knob control here real quick. So looking, we're at 157 horsepower, 148 torque. So this looks good. Power band definitely looks improved. Let's go to save run, and we're gonna call this VTC blend, just so we can get an idea of what this looks like and seeing if the work we did in the variable cam table is going to be correct or not. Do we need to tweak that or adjust it? So let's go to analyze. And what we are gonna find here is that our purple line, that's gonna be our purple right here, that's gonna be the last run. So if we go here, let's just bring all of our other runs off of the screen, and we'll leave it just on the very first pool to the last pool. That's kind of what I like to do to make sure everything is good. So looking here, our purple line, it beats out our 0, and even up top it beats it out on the very top end. So this is giving me confirmation that we've gained all that low and mid-range torque, and on the top end we've also gained and beat that initial pool at 0. So this looks good. It's gonna give me verification that my cam blend, my cam composite is 100%. So we don't need to do anything with that further. We know our VE table, our fueling is 100%. We know our variable cam is 100%. Let's go and escape. Let's go back in here and just go back into begin, because we're gonna do some more pools here, going and trying to figure out where our spark timing needs to be at, because we're at really low spark timing. We're only at 12 degrees. We should be about 22 to maybe 28 degree range on low cam. It's kind of hard to tell which the timing needs to be at, but that's the range I expect to be in. So we're way lower than where we should be at. Let's go in and take a look at a few things here. So we're gonna jump into our knock control. Let's go close out our variable cam timing. We're gonna go in here to our knock sensing table. This table is indexing based on throttle position and engine speed, and we have both a low and a high cam table in case we wanna go in and dial this in. Now, when we're looking at this, what we're gonna do is set our values in here. So we're gonna go from probably 60%, 70% throttle and higher. We're gonna go and set our values about 20, 30% higher than where our log is showing us in terms of the knock sensor output with low spark timing. That's gonna give us a basis for a knock threshold. We know the engine is not knocking during our pulls. So let's go in and sneak into our data log and take a look at this real quick. So I'm gonna jump in here, move into knock, and I'm gonna go and play it back. So looking at this, if I have a value of 32,000 here, that means that I essentially am blocking out the knock control from doing anything. And then if I want the knock control to be active, I'll set the threshold more in line with what we're finding coming out of our knock sensor. So we're gonna be looking here at our knock level peaks 1 through 4. That's what I'm gonna use to set my values in my floor here. I'm really only interested in having a knock control at my higher throttle angles. I'm not too worried about it at my lower throttle angles. So that's why I'm gonna be setting my table up here.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you wanna see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you wanna go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't wanna miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.